Hello my friends and welcome to my channel. Today spend a cozy weekend with me making stickers and sticker sheets. We have been working on our garden the past few days and it started off as a tangled mess of weeds and now it's a slightly less tangled mess of weeds. But it's summer, it is so nice outside, so I wanted to do a little gardening inspired sticker sheet. So that is what you see me sketching up now. I am using Procreate on my iPad and my Apple Pencil to do this. I just recently moved to a more rural area after living in a city/suburban type area for the entirety of my life, and I was super surprised by the amount of greenery and wildlife here, specifically ladybugs. I don't think I've seen a ladybug in years until I moved here, so that was so exciting and I had to put a ton of them on my sticker sheet. But anyways, getting back to the art, I'm doing the line art now and I'm just using one of Procreate's basic brushes. It's one of their sketching brushes, it's the 6B pencil, and I just love the way it looks for line art. Moving on to my least favorite part, but is starting to grow on me, I am outlining and filling in little blobs around each drawing. And I use a weird color for this just so I can see it better, make sure everything is filled in properly and I'm not leaving any gaps, because this is where each sticker is going to be cut out of the sticker sheet. Once I have those all laid out, I lock the layer and fill it in with white, and it is finally time to start coloring. I start by laying down the base color and I do a new layer for each color. And I usually like to make my line art colors correspond with what the object is, but I play around with that a bit on this one and I thought it just looked better with the color I currently have, so I kept it that way. Moving on to shading, I do this in about 2 to 3 layers. Starting with the base layer, I just pick a color and I can change it if I find something that looks better, but I lower the opacity way down, and then I also put another layer on top of that, lower that opacity, and layer them, and I think it looks pretty nice. And for the highlighting, it's almost the exact same process, except the top layer I leave at a much higher opacity, and those will act as little shines or highlights. And with that, the sticker sheet is done and ready to be exported. I export 2 different files. For the first one, I just save the entire thing as it is, and then for the second one, I turn off all of the background layers, so I am left with a transparent layer with just my stickers and their borders. I also stole a sticker off of my cherry blossom sticker sheet that I made in my last video. We're going to do some experimenting with that, so I put it on its own canvas, exported that, and brought it over to the Cricut program on my computer. Once I got that uploaded to my canvas, I went ahead and sized it down. I made it 2.5 inches and then I started duplicating and laying them out across the whole sheet, and I was able to fit 3 rows of 4, so 12 total on one piece of paper. I stocked my printer with some sticker paper and sent that off, and now it is time to work on the sticker sheet. So first I grab the base layer and I upload that one first, and then I upload the stickers themselves on top of that so I can size them down together to make sure everything is the proper size. And now I can just start layering them on top of each other. You can see I used a blue to try to help me line them up better, but it was just, oh, here comes my boss to make sure everything is up to his standards. But it was just too impossible to get them to line up properly. I couldn't get it to move. I got it so close, but it was just not close enough. You could see the blue, so I switched it out to a white layer, duplicated that, and set it next to each other and printed it out. Grabbing my Cricut, I have the Cricut Explore 3. You can use any Cricut that has the print to cut ability, but this was just what was cheapest and available at the time when I bought it about a year and a half ago. Grabbing my cutting mat, I know it's dirty. I scrub these things with soap, water, and a sponge, but there are just some pieces of fuzz that I cannot get off, and it is so frustrating. But it is okay, it still cuts, it just looks a little dirty. And now our experiment begins. I found this clear holographic laminate online, and I'm going to try to use it to make some holographic waterproof stickers, which is so exciting. I went ahead and measured that and cut it down to size, and then I used this little tool. I cannot remember what it is called, but I used to work in a bakery and we had things that looked just like this called a dough scraper, so I'm going to call it a scraper. But I used that to flatten that over the entire sheet, and I did mess up here. My holographic layer covers my registration mark in one corner, so these ones did not cut very well. And looking back now, I probably could have unpeeled that little part and cut it off, but obviously my brain was not working in that moment, so these ones cut really crooked, but I did do a second sheet and that one came out a lot better. Didn't even bother recording the crooked ones, but these are the good ones. I'm just going to peel them off the sheet now. And I've done this before about a year ago with just a regular clear laminate. And I've put one of those on my water bottle and it's gone through the dishwasher countless times and it still looks really good. So I'm hoping these have the same durability. I'm going to stick one on my water bottle and do some testing as well. But I think these are just going to be little freebies in my shop. I think these came out so cute and I cannot wait to make more designs, but moving on to the sticker sheet, I'm gonna stick that down to the mat and run it through the Cricut. I cut all of my stickers using the washi sheet material and that gives a nice kiss cut to all of the stickers, but to get around the fact that it'll just kiss cut the outlining, I put the base layer on 3 or 4 times layered on top of each other, so it'll go around 3 or 4 times and fully cut out the base layer while only kiss cutting the stickers. Did have a bit of an issue, it started cutting crooked, but that was user error. I loaded the mat wrong, fixed that, and everything came out fine and it looked so good, so happy with it. So I just started cutting all of the sticker sheets that I had, including some designs I haven't shown before. About a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago now, I had this vivid dream of opening my own little art business, specifically with stickers because it was something I could do at home and something I liked doing. So I designed a peach themed sticker sheet and I was really happy with it, and after many battles with my Cricut, I finally got it to work, and then I started designing a few more. You'll see those coming up. And then I got super busy. I was working multiple jobs, like 80 hours a week. It was insane. I had no time to do anything I enjoyed until I moved here. Now I work from home, and I'm so thankful to be in a position where I have this time to dedicate to the things I love, and I really want to get started with this and do justice to my past self. I have opened my Etsy shop, but I am working on my own website so I can price things a little bit cheaper, but even if they don't sell, it is still so cool to hold these in my hand and just know that I made them and that I will never give up and never stop creating. Here are some close-ups of all of the designs I have created so far, and I love them all so much. And down at the bottom you can see that honeyloafco.shop. That is actually my website. It's not open yet, but there is an option to join our email list, and it'll let you know when we open if you're interested in joining that. With all of that aside, I am mostly just so incredibly proud of myself for branching out and trying new things like YouTube. This is really scary, but I'm having a lot of fun with it so far, and I cannot wait to see where this adventure takes me. Feel free to subscribe if you'd like to follow along on more of my adventures. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to be kind to yourself and be kind to others, and I will catch you in the next one.